You got the Panthers. You ain't played the Cowboys, weak ass Cowboys. I play the Cowboys again. I get Daz the ball out this game. Let me get the Cowboys. I pick my Packers. My Packers too good, so. You know the Packers inside and out, so it's gonna be it'll be a rough game with the Packers.
Do you like my Packers?
I like your Packers too, Bubba, but you play them. Listen to Mom, she's a retard.
That's a team dad likes. Some people use against yak without cuss words, yeah.
I like to agree with him.
Carson said the yak word in my
I only play it for the park, so. The park aspect is the fun.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams who need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Newton's
My mouth ain't never lagged, kid.
Cowboys. With that, we'll send you out to Arlington, Texas. Here's Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star Stadium, Mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys.
It depends on if you like. Are you holding the speed button when you running? If you're holding the speed button, it's not gonna do right. Okay. Some niggas be holding the speed button trying to get everywhere. Watch my camera.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. And for Ezekiel
how you do that
Elliott,
shit?
Charles,
You know, you do it.
on a night that was really dominated by the Romo injury, Elliott got his first action. Looked pretty good. Cam Chancellor, he was kind of impressed.
They should do look tight.
It really was. In fact, he gave him his props at the end of the game and talked about how physical a runner he was and kind of surprised him a little bit. Ezekiel Elliott, though, averaged almost 7 yards a carry. That's a great start for that young back, and he feels like it can only get better because of the great offensive line he's running behind.
Bryant with a catch right side. As if there wasn't enough to worry about at Valley Ranch, Des Bryant suffered a concussion at practice on August 22nd.
You get ejected out the game. You punch people in the game.
At all. You know they're going to sit him as long
Trying to
as
get
it takes
ejected.
for him to be cleared and be ready to play. No doubt he's not going to play in week 4 of the preseason.
They're
definitely
it's
hopeful,
like huge
they'll be
Dez
ready for the
fan,
regular
so Dallas
season,
Cowboys
and they
fan,
need him
period.
in a big
It's like
way.
Tony Homo and everything.
A big one against the Giants.
How about that? And a brand new starting
We're
quarterback
trying to
in
tell
Dak
you.
Prescott.
Good
Looking
tackle.
for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Des Bryant, certainly one of the go-to guys, if not the go-to guy for this offensive unit.
One of the most talked about players in the league, as well as one of the most productive receivers. He attacks the football downfield.
Here's Romo now on second down. And here's the first NFL reception for the rookie Ezekiel Elliott. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers
Okay.
get upfield
And change it.
and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
When Shaq Thompson declared for the draft, I said he should be a running back in the NFL. He said no way, he'd rather hit people as a linebacker.
Here's Romo. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass.
This might be a big one.
Sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that. That's why they're able to get to him on it.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Des Bryant, 34 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
Yeah, it's like game, bro.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run. This is Jonathan Stewart. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Not really. I fuck with it, though.
On second down, they run with Stewart. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I mean, I do, but I just never really got into it. Like, I played a little bit last year, and my homies kind of got me into it.
Expand their
I don't really play it.
Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
On first down, Newton. Flush to his right.
I'll take that.
Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On second down, here's Romo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It's caught on the right side, Williams.
My team has been fumbling like crazy.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coach is screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Romo, a delayed give to Elliott. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Three receivers to the left, 1 to the right. To throw on 2nd down is Romo. Out left side here to Bryant. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
While it may seem like an every-game occurrence, let's not treat it that way. Tony Romo's had some injury issues, right? He's starting to advance in years. But watch what he and Des Bryant did in this game. Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, when they do that, they're hard to stop.
Yeah, they really are. Lots of connections, which means big-time offense, which usually leads to victory for their team.
He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Oh, my God. That kick is terrible.
Penalty marker is down here. And the kick goes outside the white lines. That's why the flag comes out.
Yes, and that was an error by the kicker, and it will give the offense great starting field position.
Newton turns and hands to Stewart. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going.
You said where?
A series of 1-yard
should be all like right in that spot, outside the wall. Outside the chair.
Thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Newton gives off to Stewart, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did, and batted it away.
Newton now to throw. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. 3rd and long, it's Newton. Buying time to his left. But when this ball's
we'll take that.
Intercepted.
We'll take that.
Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
It's a good stick, man. Ball pop in the air, man. Free game.
Charles be looking to duplicate
ball anybody
last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They'd have to make a few additional changes along the way because
he ain't dead.
The defense will make some
that nigga ain't dead.
Have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Such a dynamic combination, Tony Romo and Des Bryant, and it has been on display.
Happy quarterback, happy receiver equals happy team. That's kept them in the lead in this game and made everyone feel good. And hey, Des can be demonstrative now, but he's having a good time doing it.
At the leap.
Romo here. Now Romo hit, and he loses the football.
Right there.
He had a turn out. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter. A really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? Because he had enough confidence in himself that that was okay. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Forced out to his left. Really hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Right here. You gotta stop throwing that so high. I don't know if you're throwing the high passes. Or if you just leave it outside, he probably would have caught that.
Like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So
used to every pass you throw, they jumping up for.
Big time spectacular plays. That when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Yeah, pick and play before you get a delay a game. They just got you delay a game, kid.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
Oh, the cops looking for you. So they do you. They let you get it. They let you go and pull you over. Let you go right away. Oh, you go right on your way there, mister. I remember y'all niggas telling me about that shit.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Shit don't work like that in the hood. Nigga pulled over. Cops let him right the fuck go.
To go with it, and he goes down. Charles Tapper in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys will add on to
game ain't never over.
And it is now 21.
Game ain't never over, Elliott. What was Beasley beat me by when I almost came back on his ass? This nigga was getting every last little bullshit play that could happen.
Fozzie Whitaker now on the return.
Sweet.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down.
He made me mad though. Had he not started talking shit, I would have just been like, fuck it, he won this one. You know, it is what it is. I was just like, I'm gonna keep my little plays.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they're going to come back out and start over and rebuild.
He was pissing me off. Like he's talking like he's the best man player in the world. Like, oh no, you got me fucked up.
Exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game. Now, coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rap. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Charles Tapper in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Throwing on third down, Newton being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. It's a pickup.
You probably could have ran him over.
It'll lead to a new set of downs.
On third down, the defense decided to
I had Morris Claiborne coming. That's a cornerback. Scaring probably ran him clean the fuck over.
And finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
Newton on first down.
Oh!
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. And you see the clock
supposed to be to the house.
This is likely the last play in the second quarter.
He's got to be kicking himself right there.
Man,
His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
It was late. We had him open. We waited too long.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. It's a gain of 21 that time, and it'll be first down Panthers.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do.
He's in the pocket, though.
So usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
From the gun on third down, Newton. Dancing to his left. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third
probably better off running.
Picked off by Brandon Carr. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And
you gotta play this shit.
In the end zone last time, they'll be looking to do that again here for the defense.
It's different.
Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself,
see what you got,
how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. They'll get 17 yards there. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people that block in front of him? Fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes it a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They get some meat, whatever you want to do. Oh my God, that he was wide open.
He was looking for Terrence Williams that time, and it'll be
that's what back in. I want to see what he can do.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
See what he got, yeah. See what that got.
Now Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
I don't know about that.
On first and 10, Romo. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And it was a tight window.
I'm playing against Elliott, baby.
Rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete a run like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window.
He didn't play Madden. He didn't really play Madden last year. He just got a PS4.
Result, touchdown.
Yeah, Xbox. He had the gas Xbox One.
Back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, be a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
You said, huh?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
Oh, I was talking to my girl. I heard you.
Be loose with the football again.
Well, you're going to delete it. You paid for it.
But you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense.
You got to play, though. You get better as you play, man.
How they attack him here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup.
He's bullshitting. He's
bullshitting.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Now Newton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things.
That's how I felt playing against Orlando.
Magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that
I think the pass rush was killing me. The Cowboys didn't got no pass rush, so I don't even know how we getting there.
Quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. 3rd and 2. Newton.
Seahawks got that good ass. Oh, good catch. Seahawks got a good ass. They got an elite defense, though.
He's brought down up near midfield.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have
with the Seahawks. You just gotta you gotta dink and dunk. You can't try to make big plays on the Seahawks. You just gotta take what they give you.
Throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Show some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big time confidence that he would make the play for him.
He gotta be over the line of scrimmage.
That one goes for 24 yards.
We talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Oh, my God.
And that's complete.
Knew where you was going.
Down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be
exactly where you was going.
Yards, and it'll be a 2nd down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket.
They get rid of the ball fast.
Doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects the defense. Because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
I don't know why you hurried up. You should have just got out and got a new play.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He tried to
call a timeout. You got timeout.
Find his way to the marker. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back.
You think it's harder playing against me, man? It's even harder.
On first down, it's Romo. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am.
Oh, good tackle.
It doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion. They ran that one.
I just had what's name in on a certain
nice chunk of yardage on
he was just in on a certain formation.
To the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Yeah, he's still. There's number 4 picking the draft.
Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Try some other shit. Let me see. They don't call my plays.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 37 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
No, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Give them 11 on the game there, and the Panthers are going to get a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after
game ain't over with.
And most offenses make.
He rifles
good pick.
Intercepted. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got it out.
He picked him up. He finna score.
Seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring this
one. Almost like shit. The pick.
For a Panther touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So let's try this again as they come to the line to go for 2. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press cover. So the 2-point conversion successful. And there's a quick momentum swing.
How you come in the hole, unblock the ball down?
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
That shit didn't stay in bounds. I gave you a chance, though. I was like, I'm going to go to a return.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. From the 50, it's Romo.
You got to tell him what's going on. If you get out there, he's going.
Get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Unable to connect on the first down pass play.
Put that
now it's 2nd down.
For the rest of the game.
Bryant, the lone receiver left. Romo, and he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed.
Hold on, Elliot.
Did we never say anything about playing football today?
No, he didn't. He didn't even call me or nothing about it. He a fag in the bag. You could have watched me dominate niggas. But I'm good at everything. I hope you realize that.
You say you are?
I'm good at everything, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Let's go!
Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
I don't know how you got that out of there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
I don't know how you got that out of there
Ezekiel
at all.
with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And the
Well,
Cowboys
accurate.
add on. And my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee.
It's his team, so he don't like this shit.
This victory formation, take the snap, take the knee, call it a night.
Yeah, he played Carolina every season.
Whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. Oh, what a move. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. The catch made
play so. We play.
again.
What you
Pass
got
the
fast?
20. Touchdown, Carolina. Ted Ginn, 79 yards. And
You gotta back it up
Panthers
so you
are
see the
able
field
to
better.
cut into this lead. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open.
But I'm letting what's his name call my
know that he
plays right
has
now,
tremendous
so
speed.
I'm gonna call
What you do
something
with your
different.
other
That's what the
receivers
fuck
is likely running shorter routes to draw the
I'm letting
attention.
the computer call my plays.
To
Ooh,
give him a chance to get downfield.
Letting the
and
AI
turn it
call
into
my
one-on-one
plays for me.
route. Often against the safety, you like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
None of the others go for no touchdown. I had one of them pick 9 before a damn touchdown with that shit.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
So you guys a quarterback, Dak.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Prescott, he hits Beasley right side. And he's got room. 30, 10, 5, and they are going to score again.
Hey, little Cole.
Another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
So then people still coming.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. Buying time to his left. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's brought down. 17 yards.
You gotta stick with that shit, bro.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a first down throw for Newton. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They come out here in the eye. Now Stewart on first down. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Barry Church, the strong safety, the one to get him down. To throw on second down is Newton.
Oh, that's my phone.
Escape, and he goes down. Crawford busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And after that play, we've got a man down, a member of the linebacking corps. And the medical staff will attend to it.
You want Subway? No, he didn't make it. He was close. He was fighting like a motherfucker. He was fighting though, cause he almost broke it.
Set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Prescott. It's caught on the right side. Williams. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Fresh set of downs here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will get
behind it, man. If you do it in front, that's an interception.
Touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So keep all over that shit. I've seen that shit too many times.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this will go out of bounds, so no recovery. And that is how this one will come to an end.
Should take a shot.
Well, Charles, I don't know what you want to
downfield.
call this, a blowout, a laugh, or whatever it is. This was not a game.
Can't win running
And
no
I
touchdown.
believe that you saw this coming early, identified it right in the beginning of the game, and it played out that way.
Well, and it did, and for this team,
You gotta play it
just
though.
a
The
lot
more you
of
play it,
confidence
the
coming
more
away from this one.
comfortable it feels. And change your camera angle. Like when you see the whole
For the
field,
other
that should make a
team,
big
though,
difference.
Boy, what a dismal, dismal day.
Okay, one of them was a defensive touchdown. You got an interception on me. Hey, I hope the Panthers look like this.
That'll do
when
it
the
for
season
us.
starts.
For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
hope they
For
look
more,
like this.
find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long
It's probably
from
champion
Arlington.
right there. And that was a little good run. Want me to go now? If you hungry, I'll go now. I agree, yeah. Alright, y'all, I'll be back on later.